Welcome to the Auckland District Health Board Renal Project Aspect Construction video. First off, I'd like to discuss Aspect's Stop at the Gate policy. First off the bat is we should receive from each contractor prior to works commencing a SSSP. The SSSP will contain your hazard and risk register, also a task analysis for works to be undertaken on site for Aspect's management's review and sign off prior to these works commencing. We should also receive your toolbox talk sheets in which we require each contractor to undertake a toolbox talk with their staff independent of our own weekly. We should receive these minutes for our review and record purposes. Alongside this should also be a weekly inspection check sheet for things like plan, etc. There should also be within your SSSP a safety training competency register, and for each member of staff which is due to commence works on the site, they should be within this register outlining their qualifications, competency register, competency levels, etc. Also, a template of your accident and incident register. As I will explain in the induction video as we go through the requirements for this. Also, on each Aspect construction site, our minimum requirement is that you hold a current site safe card in which you should record your number and expiry date after this video. So as an overview, the site's address is 45 to 49 Point England Road. We have working hours of 7 AM till 5 PM, Monday to Friday, and on a Saturday from 7 AM to 1 PM. Contractors are required to discuss their working hours and arrangements with Aspect Management. Myself, my name is David Rayson. I'm the site manager for the project and also the health and safety officer on site. Our site emergency procedures are if you hear 3 long sounds of the air horn, which is kept within the Aspect ute, then this is a requirement to leave site safely, evacuate and meet at the assembly point, which is the corner of Point England and Repata Ave. As briefly touched on, we require a task analysis for all works. These are to be reviewed and approved by Aspect Management and signed on to by each member of the construction team undertaking that task. Should the task analysis change, the works change for any reason, the task analysis must be updated, signed off accordingly and dated. We have a significant site hazards safety board on site, locating on the hoarding, outlining all of the hazards which our site obtains and how we manage those. These are to be put forward also by the contractors as discussed as part of their hazard register, so we can review and update this board accordingly. As part of our accident and incident reporting procedures, Aspect Construction require that all accidents and near misses are reported to Aspect Management for our review and recording purposes. A near miss can be classified as anything that has the potential to cause injury or harm to staff or the neighbouring properties, etc. So any excavation which is not fenced correctly, materials stacked unsafely, etc. Someone working in an unsafe manner, please bring to Aspect Management's attention for our action and review. As mentioned, Aspect Management will be doing toolbox talks weekly. We expect each contractor to attend, in which we will discuss upcoming works, task analysis, any issues or incidents we've had over the course of the week, upcoming works. It's also an opportunity to discuss with each contractor any issues they foresee, any change of works, etc. These will all be discussed weekly, Wednesdays at 10 to 10. As we start off this construction project, our site facilities are limited. We have water, which is obviously drinking water, and a washdown area located at a hard stand tap in this central area of site towards Point England Road. A site container, site office will be dropped to site shortly once the cut is complete, but for now the plans, first aid kit, fire extinguisher and air horn are kept within the Aspect site manager's ute. In regards to personal protective equipment, it's a minimum requirement that steel toe cap boots are worn, that a high vis jacket is worn and a hard hat. Task analysis will represent the works that to be undertaken and the PPE required for these works, such as dust masks, hearing protection, etc., which will be discussed with aspect management, reviewed and agreed upon before works are undertaken. Aspect management uphold a sign-in, sign-out procedure in which each contractor is due to sign in and sign out of site daily. This includes all visitors, and this is on a daily basis. The sign-in book will be kept with the Aspect site manager's ute and will obviously be stored within the site office once it arrives on site. In terms of training requirements and restricted equipment, your qualification should be outlined in the competency register, and you should not be undertaking works outside your competency. The training requirements should be given to staff to allow them to undertake the works at hand. Essentially, we do not want people to be working outside their competency levels, putting themselves and others at risk. In terms of permit systems, Aspect do run hot works permits for any works that create a spark or naked flame. Hot works permits will be completed within a carbon copy book which the Aspect site manager upholds and will have to review and sign off on. In terms of other safety procedures and general rules, Aspect Construction uphold no smoking sites. There's currently no parking on site, so we have to park on the surrounding streets, but as the job progresses, we'll be putting in a temporary road, and then there'll be car parking becoming available for limited spaces off that temporary road. It's a requirement for each contractor to keep their work areas clean and tidy. There is also no radios on site. Thank you for listening to the Aspect Construction Safety Induction video. Should you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to get in touch, and please fill out the information required at the tail end of this video on CAP projects. Thanks again.